Good morning, students and faculty of Limbrook University. As you know, each week you are required to watch an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. This week's episode is Season 4, Episode 7, Cousin Gerard. I forgot the name of it. Ray's annoying cousin Gerard is hired by Marie to help Ray with his book. Ray's entire family starts to see that Ray has many of the same annoying traits as Gerard, and Ray decides to work on Gerard while trying to make himself feel better. We recommend watching the show as soon as possible to prepare for what you are about to hear. Also, would anyone like to purchase a 2013 Toyota Venza? I need an offer by the end of today, and I am desperate.
Hello? Can I come in?
Hey.
Leave it at the door, thanks.
No, Alex, it's Bob. Bob, we gave you a key. You don't have to knock.
Oh, sorry.
It's your room.
I just wanted to make sure that everyone was decent, you know. I just have been burned too many times, you know. It's sort of my lot in life.
Very, very kind of you, Bob. But listen, okay, so this is like the end of your first week here, and you've been pretty good here. But you know, okay. Look, we like you, Bob, but you gotta put your underwear away, okay? This clothesline is not like this isn't the space where you can just put your underwear on clotheslines. We have a dryer for that.
Well, I saw the hooks on the walls, and once I moved the string lights out of the way, there was space to hang my clothesline, and I'm sorry. It's just, you know, with my indigestion, it's just I really need to soak them.
Hang on.
The problem is I soak them and then I gotta soak them. So,
Robert, you've
soak.
been living here for. Robert, hang on. You've been living here for a week.
It's been about a week. Yeah, I.
Mike, sideline.
Sorry, Bob.
If Robert's been here for a week, how come I'm only meeting him right this second?
Have you been in the room this week? Because, like, he's been here. The university has, like, made it... They over enrolled, and so, like, you know, they gotta give 4th roommates to people, and I guess we're the lucky ones. So, yeah, I don't know how you've avoided him. He's been killing me. Hey, Robert. Sorry, Bob.
Yeah, here you go, Mike. Here, I've folded it.
Oh.
They're still a little damp, but I've folded them, and here's the line. So you can just show me where to hang them up, and I'll hang them up in the proper place. I'm so sorry.
Thanks.
Bob.
So, Robert, what are you majoring in?
I'm undecided at the moment, unfortunately. I'm just sort of taking it, you know, my first week here at Limbrook University, and I'm really excited to get to know the campus, get to know the academic offerings and what's available. And, you know, I've been known to sort of be a little indecisive and jump around from job to job and major to major and last name to last name. So it's just a little hard to land on something, you know, but I'll get there.
Really? Alex looks at Mike and then back at Robert. Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
That might be a little personal.
Of course.
What is your opinion on the French?
Well, don't this should stay in this room, but I frickin' hate the French, Alex. I frickin' hate them so much.
You don't say.
Yeah, I've had enough run-ins with, let's just say, I can't go to Paris, France, and I can't even go to Paris, Texas after the trouble I've gotten into with the French.
Absolutely.
Well, I've seen Paris and I've seen France. I'm still confused as to why I'm holding your underpants.
You said that you would dry them for me?
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry. I'll take them back.
You can't.
I'll
hang
just
out-
put
yeah,
them away. I'll
dude,
put them away wet, and thank you for sharing your drawer with me. That's so kind.
Down the
Just-
hall, there's a dryer. There's like you could like put them in the dryer.
A dryer what?
Fine. Like machine. You put
A
it in, it goes like the tumble.
Goes like the tumble.
The tumble, yeah. You put it in. You said it makes them all hot and warm.
Oh my God, Mike.
Bob, come here. You
Yeah,
see the sign that
what's
says
up?
washer/dryer?
Yeah, I assumed that was a place where I could get small metal discs for putting in between screws and holes. And then something else.
You could use that to like clean your laundry and then dry your laundry. You could use that.
Wow, Robert, you also comedically misunderstand the meaning of things sometimes. That's really that's nice.
Comedically.
I relate to that one.
I'm not funny.
Oh my God. I guess you're not. Yeah. Tell you what. Where'd you move from, Robert?
Well, actually, I was born and raised in Limbrook my whole life. I lived at on Catalpa for most of my life, and a beautiful little house backing up against another house. I never got a chance to look over that fence, though. I don't know what was over on that other side.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
And that house,
Yeah, that's
and that house mysteriously burned down a couple years ago, and then I don't know what happened to that family. I think they went into witness protection or something.
How old are you now, Robert?
Well, let's see. I graduated in 1984 from college the first time, so that would put me in my 60s, 70s.
Oh my God. Mike, sidebar.
yeah. Go ahead and you're 70 years old. You've never used a dryer before. Go check it out. Go see if you can figure it out.
Hey, come on. Fine. Do you have any wet things that you want me to take for you?
Nope. I'll take care of my own wet stuff. Thank you very much, Bob.
Okay, I'll be right back, fellas.
Oh my God, Mike, this is kind of freaky, don't you think?
That guy sucks, doesn't he?
Yeah, but that wasn't my point.
What do you mean?
Dude, he's exactly like you.
No, he's not. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
think about
Hey,
it.
guys. Hey, Mike, you left your sopping wet boxer briefs in my used as a pillowcase on my pillow again. I'm gonna need you to take these
sorry.
back, please.
Sorry, Adam. I keep forgetting that. Sorry about that.
What's going on out here? I was in the zone. I was listening to some heavy drum and bass music from the 90s. In my
Mike
room,
and
I couldn't hear
Robert.
anything.
Mike and Robert are
Exactly the
same
Yeah.
person.
No, they're exactly the same. I noticed that the
No,
first day
you're
we
not.
moved in.
Mike, think about
No
it.
way. No.
Think about it. The boxer thing, the French thing, you're both
Okay.
not funny. I guarantee you he had a moment. He had like a whole like flat earth phase. I guarantee it.
And he
Okay,
tearfully
backing up.
confided in me that he was he's never felt the touch of a woman. So I mean, you're wearing that t-shirt. Mike, why are you crying?
You guys could be brothers.
Okay, first of all, we are nothing alike. The boxer brief is a mistake that could happen to anybody. I give him this. He's a smart, logical person, so of course he has that opinion on the French. Third of all, I told you not to tell anybody about that. I've moved on. I've sexed so many people. You don't understand.
That doesn't
Anyway,
count. Wait, did you say sexed as in past tense of having sex or sexted?
As in,
Because you got you were like top of Anthony Weiner's contact list, right? I'm sorry, Carlos Danger.
both of them actually.
You
yeah.
were in a group text with both of them.
Yeah, they were just sending. They thought I was their third. I guess I'm number neighbors with the third, and so they thought they were sending the pictures, and everybody was in on it, and I was just too scared to say anything because I was just getting dick pics left, right, and all over the place. It was
It's
yeah.
It was so embarrassing when I went with you to the doctor and they asked if you were sexually active, and you said, well, I just lost my virginity by being in a group text with Anthony Weiner and Carlos Stanger.
And the doctor gave me a high five, which was the weirdest thing, weirdest part.
Yeah, and then you aced the depression test? Is that right? You got the highest score they've ever seen.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, I nailed it. I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty clear. You just answered truthfully. But like, again, I don't. The point here is that Bob sucks, okay? And I don't have anything to do with it. You guys are making a whole big thing about it. Bob is annoying. He's intrusive, and yeah, he's no good. He's no good.
He's you.
He's you. He's hapless. He's, he fell down the stairs like 3 times when I was showing him where his classes were.
Well, those stairs are tricky.
We flash back to a montage with yakety sax under it of Mike falling down every staircase on campus.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. Like, those are pretty tough. Like, not for nothing.
Okay. I mean, maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's just, he's putting this foot forward to ingratiate himself. I mean, it's hard when you're coming into an established roommate dynamic and you're the fourth roommate and you're just trying to make friends. Maybe as he settles in, we'll see another side of him and, you won't find him so annoying or similar to you anymore.
Maybe.
Annoying. I don't know about the other thing, but guys, like, come on. He's a total pushover. Like, the only thing that he has going for him is that people like to make fun of him. So, like, that's why he has friends that like hang around. Like, come on. It sucks. It sucks.
I guess you got a point, Mike.
Shut up, Mike. Alex, let's go into the other room here for a second. I want to show you some drum and bass music from the 90s. You stay here, Mike.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, I hate drum and bass music from the 90s.
No, you'll...
Mike, don't let Robert touch any of my shit.
You'll like this, Alex. You'll like this.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, I'm back. As you can see, I think I did the dryer wrong. All of my clothes have shrunk and cinched around my body. And I look like I'm wearing child's clothes because I fell into the dryer myself. I didn't know jeans could shrink this much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's something you really got to be on the lookout for with the dryer. I guess I should have probably warned you about that. But yeah, oh, don't touch that. That's Alex's.
What is it? Let me see this. What is this?
No, that's Alex's. It says right there, property of Alex. Said don't touch his shit, so you can't touch Alex's shit. Give me that.
Hey, Mike, hands off my shit.
Hey, sorry, Alex. My bad.
Alex, come back. We're about to get into the best of Prodigy. Get in here.
I do like Okay.
You do like Prodigy. Mike, anyway, you said you were going to show me where that class is that we signed up for together.
Oh, right. Yeah, the history of the French Revolution. I mean, I was just gonna go there and shout "nice" from the back.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the history of the French Revolution. I just signed up so I could sit in the back and shout "nice" every time a guillotine drops. But that's.
Is that do they do live guillotining in the class?
They got videos. They got videos of it and everything. No kids are getting guillotined. That would be ridiculous. But
what class is this where they're showing snuff films from the French Revolution?
The history of the French Revolution. You just don't get it. I just thought it was pretty.
Well, look, we're gonna be late. We should really get going.
Let's start going.
Can I borrow some clothes?
Yeah, here. You got this hoodie. You better be. Oh, that's an exact fit. That's actually uncanny.
This fits me better than anything I've ever worn before. Do you mind if I try on your pants as well?
Okay. Yeah, here. I got like 3 of them, so you can take one.
Do you mean you're wearing 3 or you own 3?
No. No, I own 3 pants. I'm wearing 1. You can have one, and then I got a 3rd left over for later.
Okay. Thank you. Let me just pull these on. Oh my god. this is a perfect fit, and it's the exact right amount of room in the crotch and everything. This is incredible. And wait a second, is this my driver's license in your pocket? Oh, no, wait, this is your non-driver ID card.
Yeah.
Mike. You really got to get a real ID. You know, they keep pushing the deadline back, but I think any time now they're actually going to start enforcing that.
Nah, no way. They're not gonna. They can't figure. They'll never keep.
I mean,
keep tracking me.
doesn't matter for me. Doesn't matter for me. I'm on the no-fly list anyway for screaming at a flight attendant.
You too? Huh.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's walk. Let's walk and talk.
They walk out of the dorm room and immediately fall down the stairwell together.
And they make the exact same sounds in unison. Oof, ow, ah,
So, class, as you see from the video, this was the very last execution to take place in France in 1971, outside the premiere of Star Wars.
Nice!
Mike, please sit down. I've asked you to please stop shouting out during the class. Don't make me send Cosette back there, my TA Cosette, as you all know.
I will kill him.
Yes, she will beat you with the baguette, just like she did with Lewis when he took his phone out in class and didn't silence it.
I still can't feel my face.
That's right, across the face. But Mike, I think for you it will be across the ass. Just because, based on how you filled out the form at the start of the semester, you indicated a preference for the ass.
Yeah, yes, that's right. That form,
and
by the way,
remember, students, don't tell the college about this class. This is not strictly. We're watching snuff films, and you're being spanked with baguettes. It's really not. I'm not even French, guys. I should just come out and say it. I'm not French. I'm from the backwoods of Tennessee. I'm crazy. I'm just a weird guy, okay? So let's all just level set here and be on the same page, all right? Anyway, I'm going to put my accent back on. Cosette, just get that baguette at the ready for back.
You got it, boss. I mean... I kill him.
This class fucking rules.
Are all the classes like this, Mike? This is unhinged.
I mean, all the good ones
Is this college in some sort of heightened reality where, the laws of physics don't super apply and, celebrities from the 90s show up at, random intervals, or...
Where'd you go to high school, Bob?
Well, I went to Limbrook High.
Yeah, you don't remember that? Cosette down there was Cosette was my trig teacher. I don't, it's pretty much a pipeline.
I was actually really bad at math and had to use a calculator to even do a basic average of 3 numbers. So
that sucks to be you, Bob. I mean, seriously, that's
although
you
do have a point. I remember when the cast of the Drew Carey Show came to school and beat you up in front of everybody.
Smash cut back. Colin Mockery.
Oh, right. We see Ryan Stiles about to curb stomp Mike in front of the high school.
I'm sorry. I'm just bad at improv.
So anyway, class, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by Mike. This was the last execution to take place in France. It was in 1971, outside the premiere of Star Wars. It was a publicity stunt that also happened to coincide with the death sentence for this man, Pierre. I mean, you can guess. It's some French last name. It doesn't matter. So, who would like to say the role of Pierre, and who would like to say the role of the executioner? And who would like to play George Lucas? We're going to have a little bit of an act out. I see Mike's hand is raised, but I'm hedging, and I don't really want to call on Mike. Okay, Mike's friend.
You can call on me.
Mike's friend can come up here. You can play Pierre. Mike, hold on. Anyone else? Sorry, I got a little German there. Anyone else who wants to be in the...
I'll do it.
Okay, yes, one of our senior students.
Thanks.
Norman, you can come up here, and you'll be the executioner. So, Mike's friend, put your head in the hole. I've never heard that before. And fine, Mike, you can play George Lucas. Come on up here.
Oh yeah.
All right, close your eyes. I'm gonna give you a quick spray with the silver spray paint. Okay, I said close your eyes. So that's
my eyes gotta be silver.
yeah, they are bright red and bleeding. So this is gonna have to be a quick one. But okay, Cosette, we're gonna roll. Here's your scripts, everyone. Class, follow along. Page 67 in the book. And action. I'm sorry for shooting all of those people, but I don't regret it, and I'm gonna get executed.
Let's execute him.
Did you guys? That Luke Skywalker guy is pretty cool, huh? Who do you think his dad is?
And remember, class, this is accurate. This is historically accurate. George Lucas watched this execution take place and sort of plugged The Empire Strikes Back before it came out. I also said 1971, which I'm realizing is way too early. There's a typo in the textbook. I think Star Wars came out in 77. So if everyone could just draw a little extra line in the textbook there. Thank you. Okay, back to the action. Sir, I don't know this Luke Skywalker, but please tell me who his father is.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just asking for speculation. Well, do you think he has any brothers or sisters? That would be an interesting little tip. That'd be pretty cool, right?
What if you introduced a character who... Professor, I don't think... What if you introduced a character in this movie who then turned out to be his sister in the subsequent movie, even though they kiss, and it seems like they've got some romantic tension? Professor, I don't think this actually happened. I don't think...
Drop the axe. He knows too much.
Kill him.
It's a classic stage guillotine where there's actually no blade in the center. It just drops down around his head. Oh my God, I thought that was actually going to cut my head off. Professor, I really don't think this is historically accurate. I don't think the last ever guillotine execution in France gave George Lucas the idea to make Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia brother and sister. I just don't.
The script later on goes and talks about Jar
it's not over.
Yeah.
It's not over. It's going to keep going. We've got a lot to get through, class.
He's got a lot to say about the midi-chlorians or what?
Yeah, midi-chlorians.
Weird. Yes. Yeah. Did he just? How public was this execution?
Very, very. It was in front. It was on the red carpet in front of everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, don't worry about that. Class, it looks like we really got to get going. The actual class as scheduled for now is going to come in, so just gather up everything and don't leave any trace. We cut to a little bit later. The professor and Cosette are walking across campus. I think they almost caught us. I don't want anyone to know.
Shh. They will never know.
They just can't find out that George Lucas is doing a sort of guerrilla, sort of mind retconning thing where he goes around and tries to pass off blame for the failures of Star Wars, all the unpopular choices that I made, pass them off as the idea of some Frenchman who is the last guy to ever get guillotined. It's just, that was close. I feel like they started picking up on it in this reading.
Sir, you're trying too hard. George Lucas doesn't really get any flack for the fall of Star Wars anymore.
I don't know. I still hear it from every time I'm walking down the street. I still hear it.
Well, with the Disney acquisition, I feel like people have turned a blind eye to what he did.
I get you. Well, look, we got to get to Hofstra. We got to do the same thing. I really think every college around the country...
There's work to be done.
There's much work to be done. And thank you for helping me out, by the way. I know your career sort of dried up after you played Anakin Skywalker, and it was really tough for you. So I appreciate you like coming back and helping me with this, sort of fucked you over and everything.
Yeah,
So.
it's no problem.
And you're really showing range with the characters that we do. I think next one we should do like, I'll be like Macron's brother, and like you can be a mime if you want, vocal rest. I know you're talking about maybe toning down the accents a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, man. I'd be down for that.
All right.
Okay.
Hey,
is that
let's
Hayden
go.
Christensen? Is that
No!
George?
No!
Lucas?
No!
Oh my god. Guys, get
No.
over here.
I'll shoot him. He grabs
Oh
him
my
by the
god, that's...
I will shoot him.
Hey, what the hell? What are we getting? Obi-Wan Season 2?
We do a like fast motion camera backs away from this scene on the quad of George Lucas taking Hayden Christensen hostage as he's being surrounded by campus security and a bunch of other students, and we zoom back to Robert Barone Memorial Hall, as we've established, where Mike and Robert are going to their next class. So are all the classes like that, Mike? It seems a little stressful to go to school here if they're all...
I mean, the good ones are, for sure. I mean, there are some boring ones, but, like, yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna do? Because, like, we come to college for a fun time, and it seems like you're really interested in, like, getting good grades and stuff, and...
Not really.
Oh, no?
Not really. If I can be honest with you, I'm just here because, well... All right, this is going to sound crazy. Let's huddle in this bush here. So...
There's no one around. We could, like, sit on the bench.
No, let's huddle in this bush. Come here. Come here.
Oh, sorry. I was using this bush. I'll just use a different one.
Hey, no. You can stay there, Jerry. We'll go to the one.
Yeah,
over there.
you were here first. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Bush rules.
Okay, thanks, Mike. He says clearly to Robert as he goes back into the bush.
I don't really know him that well. He probably just...
All right, let's get in this bush.
Okay.
So listen, this is going to sound really crazy, but
I don't want to kiss you, Bob.
I don't want to. I'm not attracted to you. I actually find you really unattractive.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But okay.
I mean,
go ahead.
you're just mopey. Why don't you try smiling a little bit more?
Okay. Can't. All right. Say what you were gonna say, because I got thoughts on that. But I want to hear what you brought me into this bush for.
Okay. So last season, I walked off a pier and drowned, and I went to hell.
Oh no.
And I made a deal with the devil to come back to Earth if I and he would let me come back and have another chance at life if I had sex with somebody.
How's that going?
So that's why I'm at college, and it's not going well. I know that sounds crazy.
But but believe it or not, it's not as crazy as it said. Listen, okay. I don't know what you think of me. You said you don't think that I'm attractive, but I'm telling you right now, I am crushing vag day in and day out. So I'm gonna.
You've got to teach me, Mike. You've got to teach me.
Yeah, I'm gonna. All right, so we gotta I want you to roll your shoulders back, and we're gonna change this. First of all, lose the glasses. Okay, you got those huge Coke bottle glasses. You gotta get rid of them. Okay, how well can you see?
Not great. I really need them. They're trifocals.
You got the tries too, huh? All right. Okay. Put them back on. We can make that work. We can make that work.
Hey, excuse me, Mike. Are you okay? Why are you just sitting in a bush talking to a mirror?
Jim, I'm in the middle of something here. You can
I think his name might have been Jerry, Mike.
Jerry's in the other bush.
I'll see you.
Oh, that's a different.
Yeah,
guy.
I'm still over here.
There are a lot of bushes on this campus.
There's 3.
There's one more right
Oh.
here, fellas. That's right. I'm giving the commencement address.
Bill?
Clinton.
No.
Oh,
I was thinking Bill too.
I was George. You're carrying the saxophone around. I don't know.
Well, okay. Everyone, come out of the bush. Come here. Okay. What do you think of this?
We'll talk later, Bob.
What do you think of this? W's tribute to Clinton. W's tribute to Slick Willy. I'm doing a couple different tests in different markets. I'm gonna give your commencement address this year. I'm gonna do W's tribute to Slick Willy. I'm gonna come out in sunglasses.
Hey, man, that sounds real
I'm
good,
gonna
all
play
right?
the
I'll tell you
saxophone.
what. And you know what? You got your good buddy Barack Obama behind you on this one.
Yeah, this is Jeb. I begged him not to do the face, but
Jeb, I have a question. First of all, thank you for coming here. But why are you coming here? And what? I just look. This is the Limburg commencement address, and I don't think either of you have deep ties to Limburg or Long Island or New York in general. And this seems a little out of place.
well, like I said, we're doing a tour of different colleges. We're trying out this double act. W does Slick Willy, Obama.
Jeb
Obama does W.
Jeb does. Obama does W.
Well, Jeb
does Obama.
Obama in quotes does W. And we're gonna get all the
So wait, I'm a little
presidents
confused.
to do the pre.
Hold on. I'm a little confused because
All right,
I lost my trifocals.
all right.
I lost my trifocals, so I can't see. Is that guy behind you? Is that Jeb Bush in a Barack Obama face paint? Or is that Barack Obama in Jeb Bush face paint? I can't really tell from where I'm standing.
Don't misunderestimate me, Mike. I'm organizing a variety show.
Bob, did you hear that? W knows me by name.
You're wearing that name tag.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. Okay,
I'm
tell me about
putting
the
together
variety show.
a variety show. My pitch is this variety show where all the presidents do an act in the character of the previous president. So I'm doing Slick Willy. Slick Willy was gonna do my dad, but he has not given a firm commitment yet.
Nah,
Obama gave me a hard no. So I figured next best thing was
To
I've
get
got Jeb just for the to put in front of executives so we can get some momentum behind it, and then maybe Obama will be into it. Trump really wanted to do Obama. I said absolutely not. We're not there yet. We're doing a moratorium on last 5 years.
So Jeb, no, okay. So Jeb is dressing up as Obama so that his Obama can play you. You play Slick Willy. Is Biden doing Trump, or is that no good? Because I feel that would be
moratorium.
moratorium.
No current, no most recent. We're just doing president emeritus's. So starting, except for Trump. So starting
Except
with
for
Obama, going back to, theoretically we could do Carter does Ford, but I don't think he's up for it.
Smash cut to a peanut farm. Beep, beep, I'm Ford. I can do it. W, let me on. I'll kill it.
You know what, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I think you will. You know what?
I'm gonna
fly you up. I'm gonna fly you up to Limbrook, and you're gonna come do the commencement with me and Jeb.
We would love to. Jimmy Carter Peanut Farm would love to sponsor the tour. Could you put it on the back burner?
Wait, Jimmy, let me get on the
Yeah.
same page with you.
Yeah.
Do you want to be in the show?
Oh,
Or
yes.
do you
No,
just
I
wanna
want to be in
sponsor?
the show. I want to be in the show, but it would also be really good advertising. So I'd like to have the back thing say "Brought to you by." the Jimmy Carter
What do you
peanut
mean,
farm, and then I'm there.
The back thing. Do you mean we should be wearing like jerseys or something? What do you mean the back thing?
No, the back, like the screen
proscenium
behind
of the
us.
stage?
That's a big word, but yeah, I didn't know you knew that. What, can you
Yeah, I'm
spell
surprised that
proscenium,
W knew proscenium too, yeah.
W, could you spell proscenium for me right here?
Proscenium. Proscenium.
I don't know if that's right, but I don't believe you.
Well, Jimmy, I gotta be honest. People might think you're double dipping a little bit. I think if you're gonna be on the show, you gotta divest from that peanut farm again. I know it was tough back in the 70s, but you gotta give it up.
You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! I can't. You gotta
For right now, the show is me and Jeb doing Obama and Slick Willy. Well, Jeb is playing the role of Obama, playing me. I'm playing Slick Willy. I got the dress. I'm gonna roll out. If I can get the Rockettes, I'm gonna have them sit in like the Senate Judiciary Committee around me so that I can say, depends on what the definition of is, and all the hits. But they're also not returning my calls.
Okay. At any point, are you going to give the graduates, like, advice or do any of the things that are associated with commencement?
No, this is purely... No, we're doing it type 15, and then we're getting off the stage. We will accept honorary doctorates, and by we, I mean me and Jeb. We're not carrying them to other presidents.
Will the honorary doctorate...
I'm Jeb.
Yeah, thank you, Jeb. Will the honorary
I know what you're going to ask. Is the honorary doctorate Jeb's going to receive going to say Barack Obama?
Or Obama?
And the answer is, I think that's going to vary by institution and how good the lighting is in the venue at the time and whether we can fool them. Because, fool me once, fool them once, shame on them. Fool them twice, won't get fooled again. That's a classic Bushism right there.
So, Mr. President W, I want to be clear. I'm appreciative of your time here. I was in the middle of a conversation with my buddy. Why do you want to paint me? What are you asking me to be painted for? I don't know. What's going on here?
I paint people. I paint mostly veterans who are haunted by the scars of war, and I just see a deadness in your eyes. Have you been to hell?
You've been there too?
He has been to hell.
Oh, yeah, I've been to hell.
I kind of figured you were going. I didn't know you were getting a preview.
Yeah, I got an open house at hell. When you're the president, you get like advance notice of whether you're going. It's true, it happens to all of us. We all know. I'll run them down. Carter, heaven, big time. Reagan, hell.
But he needs to.
HW, heaven, marginal. Slick Willy, hell. Me, hell. Obama, heaven. Trump, hell. Biden is already in heaven. He's just astral projecting down to our plane. So can I paint you?
What?
It's not gonna be good.
Just let him paint you, man.
Were there any terms?
The terms are, I get to paint you, but Jeb, you also have to get painted by Jeb, and you can only keep Jeb's.
Okay, can I know what you're gonna paint?
But you're gonna be turned around in the shower like my self-portrait.
Hold on. You're gonna take my you're gonna take my face, and on my face you're gonna paint a picture of me Blair Witching it in the shower.
I did not see that movie. I was in office at the time.
It's a good one. You gotta check it out.
I did. It was awesome.
I had Colin Powell hide that from me to protect me because I was really scared of the Blair Witch.
Well, there's a scene where there's a guy staring in the corner, and it's very scary. Is that what you're gonna make me do?
No. Have you ever seen my self-portrait? Let me show you on my phone. I've got a BlackBerry from 2004. So it's a painting of me from behind in the shower, facing the shower wall. And you can see in a little, like, shaving mirror my face. Yeah. I'm not facing... Now that I look at it... No, there it is! There it is! There it is! I found it! There it is! Here. I'm putting it. I'm
like...
handing it to you in the chat.
I have...
All right.
Okay,
so listen. Can I paint you? Can I paint you? Can I paint you?
Let him paint you.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
As long as you put the mirror in there, so you still get a view of my face, just like in your picture right there.
It will look exactly like mine. Okay, just sign this.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Here's my signature.
All right, Jeb, we got one.
I'm Jeb.
Mission accomplished. Let's go.
Hey, Jeb.
They run away across the quad towards the hostage situation. So anyway, Mike.
Okay, Bob, that went entirely off the rails. I'm sorry for that 20-minute detour. We were talking about getting you laid, I believe, before the president so rudely interrupted us.
Yeah. So can you help me? Can you help me lose my virginity so I don't go back to hell?
Yeah. Sorry, that was just...
And I gotta tell you, Mike,
that I had to take in.
And I gotta tell you, Mike.
Yeah, Bob.
I spent 3 years and 1 semester at Sarah Lawrence already trying to get laid, but
son of a bitch.
So I only have another whatever the rest of the semester is. I know commencement is coming up, so and I know this school. Just so it's not locked into any sort of particular time, I know this school does a lot of commencements throughout the year, so it's not that we're almost at the end of, say, the commencement season, but there is a commencement coming up, so I feel like the semester's drawing to a close. If I don't lose my virginity by the end of the semester, that's it.
I understand. I also know how the calendar works, so I don't know why you need to explain the commencement thing to me.
I'm sorry.
But, okay. It's okay. Okay. So first of all, trifocals are a lock. You're sure on those?
I mean, if you can get me trifocal contacts, I
can see.
I get my contacts from 1-900 contacts. So I get on the phone and it's a sexy lady and I pay $1 a minute to talk to her and order contacts from her. Yeah. Would you be willing to do that for me?
Sure. Yeah, that's no problem.
Hi, thank you for calling 1-900 contacts. Can I have your credit card number?
Yeah, it's 8694434172849005.
All right, pretty sure that's too many numbers, but I'll patch you through to
Thank you.
Belinda.
Ooh. Hi, this is Belinda.
Hey, Belinda. I need contacts.
What are you seeing?
Nothing right now because I need contacts.
Sounds like you need some contacts.
That's literally what I just said 2 times. Yeah, I need contacts. Trifocals.
Well, hon, if you can give me your credit card information and address, I suppose
Same
I
number.
could send
Sorry,
that
I'm
over.
still on the line. Just remember, sir, same number. Exactly the same.
You're a creep. You gotta get out of here.
I'm sorry, it's my job. I'm listening for quality control. Okay, goodbye.
So, shit, I just dropped my credit card went down the drain. I think there was a 4 in there.
Yeah,
4, 6.
that's definitely one of the numbers.
7541439005.
Okay, so that went through. So that was someone's credit card. So that works.
I'll take it. That's great. Yeah.
I got a delivery for a Mike H. It's from 1-900 contacts.
I don't know who Mike H is. I was looking for a Mike I's delivery.
Oh yeah, didn't you just change your name? You're right.
Yeah, that's right. Literally last episode, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, it had old. You really got to talk to Chase about that. You got to update your card information. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not.
They're never good at this.
Sorry, you're not with Chase. You're with Please Get Away From Us Bank, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Chase wouldn't take me.
And that's Mike EYE.
Close enough. I'll take it.
Because it's contacts. I'm sorry. I'm just having a little.
Yeah.
We have fun at IPS. All right, I gotta go.
Great. All right, Bob. try these.
Okay. Do you have any solution, or should I just raw dog it?
Just pop them in.
Oh my god, I can see so clearly.
Okay,
How did you get the I didn't even give you my prescription. How did you get the...
Lucky guess. Okay, so that's number 1. We got that done.
Am I beautiful now?
You're a step on the way. We gotta work on your outfit. Do you have anything?
I'm wearing your clothes.
Yeah, and it just doesn't work. Could you just I don't know, put on a button up or something, something respectable?
I think do you have time? I know we're trying to get to a class right now, but I think we have time for a little shopping montage.
I think we entirely missed it. I think the conversation with the president was just that long.
Oh yeah, that was
I think the
50
class is
minutes.
over now. That was a long time. Yeah. I think the class is just done.
Let's go shopping. We see them in a montage. They walk towards the grand staircase as Yakety Sax plays, and they fall down the stairs and face plant. And we flash forward. Oh God, I'm glad that this fit with the swelling, because this is my size, and it's gonna, when I heal, it's gonna fit great, I think.
Yeah, I think so. All right, and okay, you know how you're not funny?
Yeah, I know.
Could we change that just a little bit?
I don't know.
Could you make a single person laugh today? You think that we can make that work?
I can try.
Okay, great.
Excuse me, Father.
Yes. Oh, hello, Mike. What can I do for you?
No, I'm Bob. I'm Robert. I'm a new student here.
Are you sure?
Think so. I just wanted to tell you a joke. To see if I could make you laugh.
Well, sure. Anything makes me laugh.
Okay. What are you doing, Mike? Are you looking through a bush?
I'm looking through the bushes.
Okay, well, so I'm trying to find somebody to have sex with me so I can lose my virginity. Father, why did the chicken cross the road?
I've heard this one before. To get to church.
We cut to a meeting of priests, like a social for priests.
Oh, hello, Father. Bless you.
So, what's black, white, and red all over?
Is it a newspaper?
No. It's a Bible with communion wine spilled all over it. Who else? Who's got one?
Him.
Who's got one? Okay? Come on. Who's next? Father Daniel. I know you've got one. Come on.
I got one. Okay. All right. So 2 rabbis walk into a bar, and they say, I didn't get there yet. And they say, hey, there's a church across the street. We should go. And then they become Catholics.
One more.
We got this.
Father Peter.
I've got one. Until recently, our masses were without song until one of the nuns died. She was an organ donor.
That was a really good one.
That's an actual funny joke.
That's an actual joke. That's a great actual joke. Peter. And all the priests start chanting, pick Peter up, throw him up in the air, up and down.
And we slowly fade back where we see the father going, Peter.
Father? No, it's
yes,
Robert.
I am here, yes.
It's Robert.
Hello, Michael. Robert.
So, okay, the punchline, she was an organ donor.
I'll see you in court.
What? Mike, this is not going well.
Bob, you just gotta try harder. I don't know what to tell you. I promise you, I'm funny. I mean, you're funny.
What?
I mean...
What?
Look, this just isn't going well. This just isn't...
Oh my God. Mike, look. It's Lenore. She sat next to me in biology the other day, and I was really picking up a vibe.
Dude, you gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. Listen.
Will you come with me?
Yeah. I'll show you what to do. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah, show me what to do, and then I'll do the same thing.
Because as we've established. Yeah, exactly. This is great.
All right, let's go.
Lenora.
Hey, Lenora.
Oh, hello, Robert, and hello, Robert. What?
No, that's Mike. That's my friend Mike.
Robert.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure, Mike. It's nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure.
So, Robert, where were you in class the other day? I missed you.
Oh, well, Mike was showing me around campus, showing me all the cool spots to casually lean, and
I see that. Did he show you my dorm room yet?
No, he has not shown me your dorm room.
Well, it's really interesting because they messed up with the architecture.
Why do we want to go to your dorm room? It's the same as all the other dorm rooms. We've been to them.
Mike told me he's not allowed to go into any of the other dorms other than his own. But I'm allowed to go into other dorm rooms.
You're kidding. I have a dorm room.
What building are you in?
I'm in that building right over there.
That's my building. I just moved in there. I'm the fourth roommate for Mike and his friends.
Yeah.
I'm the fourth roommate for three girls.
Alex, hey, it's me, Adriana. Have you seen Michelle anywhere?
Hey, how you doing? I'm back.
Hey, we've really got to record the podcast, okay? I'm working really hard producing and editing it, so you can't just show up, Michelle, and expect that, you're not going to have to pull your own weight.
Oh, but come on. I don't need to worry about it. I got a shitty microphone. That's all I need. Listen, how much are you going to be mad at me? I watched the episode, okay? That's all I needed.
All right. I don't know why you sound so different. You're in the same room as us, and yet you sound so...
All right.
Okay, all right, sorry.
You know what? It's time. Let's just start the Tanner Zone, and let's just get to it.
So I would really like to see your dorm room, actually. That would be great.
Well, what are you doing right now?
Mike was going to teach me how to be not cool. He was going to just... nothing.
Great, let's go.
Yeah, no, you should... Wait, well, we were in the middle of a thing here. We could... we'll stroll this way. That's fine. And then I'll give you some pointers on the way. Yeah, we can all go together, right?
Sure. Mike can follow behind us, right? And we can walk a little bit in front of him, or...
Walk fast.
Yeah, we'll walk kind of fast. So you're looking...
Oh, you guys are...
Yeah, they break into a brisk walk. So you're looking...
sprinting behind them.
You look ravishing today, Lenore.
I have an IUD.
Did someone say something about radishes? Radishes, I'm allergic to radishes. I like radishes. They make me break out in hives.
Mike falls down They reach the grand staircase. Robert and Lenore confidently stroll down it. Mike falls down. And they leave him in the dust.
Alex shows up out of nowhere. Well, I guess he's nothing like you, actually, Mike. I was wrong, and I'm sorry for comparing the two of you. That guy just got laid.
Hey, Mike. Yeah. How's it going? Did you... I don't remember what your objective was this week. The chili truck is here, so that's exciting. What's going on?
Bob and I are nothing alike. Let's go get chilies.
Sorry, clarification. It's not the Chili's truck. It is a truck that is serving chili. Loose, by the way. So you got to bring your own container or palm it.
Oh, gotcha. Mike takes off his hat. Let's go to the chili truck.
Chili!
We flash forward to the lawn. We're walking across it with our chili. I've got a bowl.
So
Mike's got a hat.
Mike, like, you're serious? George and Jeb?
They were both here, and Jeb was like in blackface.
What? Even Jeb wouldn't do that.
That's what I thought. But he walked in and he was all like, "I'm Obama, please clap," and it was insane. It was great. You had to be there.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on over here? What's all these sirens and flashing lights? What is this?
I don't know.
Mike, isn't that your professor? Isn't that your French professor?
Oh yeah, that's the yeah.
I
that's him.
swear to
don't know.
God, I'm gonna shoot his fucking head off. I don't care. I sold my shit to Disney. I don't give a fuck anymore. I have nothing to live for.
What about Star Wars 10?
I'm not involved. They told me to stop coming by. JJ won't return my calls ever since I called him Jar Jar. On accident, it was a Freudian slip.
George, we got
Isn't that
very special?
that's funny? Jar Jar Abrams? That's funny.
Father Peter gets it.
I can be funny. Look at the Ewoks. I'm funny. Ewoks hilarious. What?
The Ewoks suck. The Ewoks were not good.
The fuck are you talking about? Who? What? You said someone's here to speak to me?
Yeah. It's the president of Disney himself. It's
Bob Iger?
It's Tim. Yeah, I was gonna say Tim Cook. Yeah, it's Bob Iger.
It's Tim Cook.
Tim Cook and Bob Iger are both here. There you go.
Hi, I'm Tim Cook.
George, it's Bob. Listen, I know that you are scared, and we don't want you to shoot Hayden Christensen because he pulled well with the fans. You can shoot someone else. That's fine. But Hayden's
Yeah, they
gotta
like
go.
him now.
Yeah.
They like him now.
Bob,
Yeah.
Bob,
Yeah, they like the memes.
how did I pull with the fans, Bob?
Yeah, pretty shitty actually.
You didn't
God
pull at
damn
all.
it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If they don't want George, then they're not going to get Hayden either. I'm going to take this guy out. I don't care.
No, don't do it. Don't you dare do it.
We hear a sniper. A sniper takes George out right in the temple. His head explodes. We pan up to the top of the book depository.
Pause. We zoom in on George's body. There is a Mickey Mouse shaped bullet hole as we zoom out. I'm sorry, continue. I just wanted to.
We pan up to the book depository where we see Harrison Ford holding a sniper rifle and dressed as Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford cocks his gun, just like, guess I'm out of that contract now, motherfucker.
Oh my God! Was that Mike? Was that George Lucas? Was George Lucas teaching your class?
I don't think so. He had a French accent.
Oh, okay. It must just be a
Just-
coincidence.
Just
Oh, it
another
must be
day,
George. It must be George with an S on the end. You know how the French do. They love that extra
that's
S.
gotta be it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys say we this is a nice little grassy knoll here. Why don't we do the podcast right here?
Yeah, we should be far enough away where the sirens won't interfere with the podcast.
So what do you say we get down to it?
All right, pop it open.
Let's get to it, boys.
All right, let's pop it open. Hey, welcome back to the Barone Zone. We're talking season 4, episode 7 of Everybody Loves Raymond, Cousin Gerard. This is a legendary
Gerard.
episode. This is the first appearance of Cousin Gerard, who's going to appear on a bunch of episodes coming up. I don't know the exact amount. I guess I could find that out. What'd you guys think of this episode?
An absolute dream. I love this character. I love this actor. He's got the same like Ray-isms going on. I think he was the perfect choice to kind of hold this up to a mirror, hold Ray up to a mirror of himself. I liked that they kind of went a little bit meta with it at some point, probably calling out some of the complaints about Ray, the character they've heard over the years. I think it's really cool. And I don't know, this is just one that just feels iconic, even before thinking that it's...
Fred Stoller, who plays Gerard, was on 7 episodes. I just looked it up. Mike, what did you think?
I agree with Alex 100%. I think that this episode it's iconic for a reason. hilarious all the way through. We've had a really good run of episodes recently. Before this was Sister. What was the one before the Sister?
The Sister.
I'm blanking.
Sex. The Will. Sex Talk.
The
You
Will.
Bet. The Can Opener. Boob Job. Yeah, a great run. I think all of the episodes in season 4 have been strong so far.
Very, very strong. Yeah, Cousin Gerard was great. It felt. I thought about this while we were watching this, and there was a reference to something weird that Ray did with Gerard when he was 7, which we never find out what exactly it is. But
yeah,
there's something.
I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah. But in that moment, yes, it was funny because haha, what weirdness could a 7-year-old possibly do? But also I thought, wow, they just really just straight up do a very good job mocking all aspects of family, because we all have that weird cousin, or otherwise are that weird cousin that we have, you know, that you hang out with them. Not that you don't like them; they're still family. It's a little bit harder to have a conversation with them as opposed to others. So yeah, I think that they played that really well.
It's the one when you hear they're not coming,
you breathe a slight
you're
sigh
not
of
too
relief.
sad about
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think that I think everybody has that. Even if it's not a cousin, you have some family member that is like that, or friend, I guess. But yeah, it's a fun dynamic. I liked this all the way through. Gerard, I forget, you said the actor's name. I just forgot it. What is the
Fred
actor's name?
Stoller.
Fred Stoller does such a great job being the annoying guy, just playing it up. That scene in the basement, I felt agitated for Ray. It was rough getting through it, but I mean that's the sign of a good actor. So great episode all around.
Fred Stoller, by the way, is a prolific voice actor. Very distinct voice in this episode. He's done tons of voice roles. He's been on tons of sitcoms, been on procedural dramas, kids shows. He was on Seinfeld, Friends, King of Queens, The Nanny, all in this time period. Like the mid to late 90s were huge for him.
If you don't recognize the name, you recognize
definitely
the voice.
recognize him, and not just because you watched him in this episode, but he also wrote 2 episodes of Seinfeld and then wrote a book about writing 2 episodes of Seinfeld, as well as another book just about being a perennial guest star on things. So very prolific, in addition to being an excellent Gerard in this episode. Can I ask you about this basement mystery, though? 7 is a weird age, because if they were 13, I'd be like, maybe they experimented in the basement. But if they're 7, did Ray, I don't know, tie him up and beat the shit out of him? What could they have done that would have made Gerard basement averse at 7?
My first thought was cross-dressing, but even that doesn't make a ton of sense in that context, because 7 is still... I think that if it was beating up, it would be...
You're very much a child.
Yeah. If you're attacking someone, I feel like it would be more like... It wouldn't be like, hey, that was weird. You know? I've never had my nose broken and thought, what a strange experience. You know what I mean?
I don't know what it could possibly be, though. Maybe, he made him eat a bug or something,
That's possible, yeah.
What are other basement things? Drink from a drain pipe? I don't know.
Stick a Lego up your nose as far as you can.
Yeah, Lego my ego, indeed.
Yeah, I have no idea what it could be, but it's certainly a fascinating mystery. Okay, so Ray is writing this book about baseball.
Yeah.
And he meant a couple of players are mentioned. I think Sandy Koufax, the Iron Whore himself, Lou Gehrig. You want to give us any context here on the players that were mentioned?
This seems all over the map. As a baseball fan, sure, okay, this is opening paragraphs. You don't know what actually he's talking about. But Sandy Koufax is one of the greatest base pitchers of all time. No, I believe the other person he mentions is Nolan Ryan. Also, one of the greatest pitchers of all time. They were both around the same era, so I was like, okay, maybe the book's about pitchers in the... I want to say 70s? I could be wrong about that. I know Nolan Ryan pitched for the Mets, and he had a billion no-hitters, not for the Mets. But I thought maybe that's where he was going. But then Lou Gehrig, played with Babe Ruth. Like it's kind of all over the place, and Lou Gehrig also was not a pitcher. So I'm like, okay, is he just writing about baseball greats? In which case, hey, it's not really a great book. Like, I mean, I go to Cooperstown, I could get better articles than that. I don't know. So we don't have enough information to say what the book is about, but those are all some of the greatest players of all time. So yeah.
Were they all New York players? Is that
no? Only Lou Gehrig was. Nolan
Okay.
Ryan played a single, I think maybe 2 seasons for the Mets. But he's most famously remembered for his time with the Texas Rangers. Oh, why am I blanking on Sandy Koufax's team? Oh, I'm gonna look it up because it's gonna bother me. But my mind went to the Braves. So I think he's
So
again, Atlanta.
you could not detect any overarching theme in the book
No.
other than baseball.
Other than some of the
Just
greatest baseball players of all
baseball.
time.
Ray
Yeah.
Barone's baseball. Just an encyclopedic
Yeah, exactly.
compendium.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh well,
He's writing a
actually,
textbook.
I stand corrected. I'm sorry. I should have known this. He's most famous for his time with the Dodgers, but he played with the Dodgers before and during the transition from Brooklyn to LA. So I don't associate Sandy Koufax with New York, but I guess he technically started his career in Brooklyn. So maybe it is like people that started their career in New York, and then just Sandy Koufax and Nolan Ryan are like, but what it could have been, and then you have Lou Gehrig, who actually is a New York icon.
To your recollection, does this ever get revisited in the show, or
No.
are we led to believe Ray started writing a book and then immediately gave up?
I think this is just an association of what sports writers do, so we never have this as an overarching big thing. To my knowledge, maybe there is an episode where they published the book.
I feel like I've heard of this. I remember this, like him writing a book, and maybe he does get it published at some point because this sounds familiar.
I mean, I don't remember an episode where Ray meets with his publisher, Ray goes to a book signing, or Ray gets a box full of books delivered to the house. Otherwise, I don't remember any mention of this book ever coming up again. So I think it would be in character for Ray to start this and then not continue it. It's a shame.
that would be-
You hate to see it.
Yeah, especially because I would read a Ray Romano book, but hey, that's just me.
Not a Ray Romano book. Ray Barone's baseball.
Oh, Ray Barone book. All right, Ray Barone's baseball book. Yeah.
Highlighter fumes. Have you? That is
Oh my
never.
God.
I've
that
never
was so-
pointedly sniffed a highlighter, but I don't have any experience of getting.
I thought that was kind of
high off a
funny.
hi-
Prude.
highlighter. Yeah. Well, I'm straight edge.
I have sniffed highlighters, obviously. I don't know if you can tell by my every vibe about me, but I don't think I've ever actively gotten high off of that. They smell weird, but that's kind of what my experience of them was.
Bro, they're called highlighters, man.
Dude.
Bro. Gerard seems to, it really throws him. It's like he's, immediately.
Yeah, well, I think that was just kind of
Well,
like
yeah,
the,
I mean,
I'm allergic to everything in existence kind of character being.
You think he has a particular
Yeah, I'm a
reaction to the
huge
highlighter?
Yeah.
Ray, I noticed, has a chicken soup for the soul mug on his desk. Are you familiar with chicken soup for the soul?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever. I know it's
I'm
a
not.
book, right?
I'm familiar with.
Yeah, it's like a self-help book. My mom had it, I think, when I was a child. So interesting that Ray would have that.
Sure.
Seems like a Deborah thing, though.
Yeah. Maybe it's a Deborah's. That feels up Deborah's alley.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Is the Iron Whore a good nickname for a baseball player?
So the Iron Horse, because he never stopped playing. I would absolutely 110% root for a player called the Iron Whore.
Yeah.
So would I.
It speaks to like a
That would be what gets Alex into baseball.
They got iron
That
horse?
would be. Honestly, it takes nothing. Like anything less than that is not enough.
It sounds like you've got to join the league, Alex.
We've had many criminal investigations in baseball. There have been some terrible, terrible crime sting operations. Alex is just like, you know what? They're not showing enough skin. You gotta get some iron. You gotta get some horse.
Oh, Mike, you should design a sexy baseball uniform for the MLB. Like, what would that look like?
Exclusive. I'll tell you exactly what it would look like. It would look like Mr. Met. That's the sexiest person, mascot in existence.
All right. Asked and answered.
Asked and answered. Oh my god, I love that.
The audience overreacts to Deborah telling Ray that he is a much better kisser than Gerard, in my opinion. They treat it like a real smackdown line, when really it's just kind of like a regular laugh line in my book.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's a fine
It's
joke,
funny.
but I agree
It's
with
a
you.
good joke,
Yeah.
but they're like, oh, shit, fuck, she wrecked him.
It's over. He's done for.
Yeah. I got flash ahead. There's a subtle joke that when Ray revisits the basement after the meeting with his parents, after when Gerard goes down there for the second time, just before basically Gerard rage quits and walks out, he's playing the accordion. He's playing Smoke on the Water on the accordion, and just the iconic bass line, like just that's it, over and over again. There's a small writing on the accordion that says, I want to get this right. Hold on. I wrote this down because I was like, that's a great subtle joke. It was, polka ain't no joka is written on the accordion. And I thought that was
I
great.
love that.
Yeah.
That is great. Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. If you want to know the name of a second Deep Purple song, just a quick fun fact. If you want to know the name of a second Deep Purple song to whip out during conversations about Smoke on the Water, Space Truckin'.
Space trucking,
That's
more
it.
like space fucking.
Is that a good song, or are you just giving me more tribute?
It's okay. It's not iconic like Smoke on the Water is, that it would show up in an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't know how it did on the charts, but it's I have heard it before. Do you think Fred Stoller did his own accordion playing in that scene?
Yes, I do. I think that he has a Weird Al vibe to him. He definitely knows how to play the accordion.
Weird Al vibe. Pretty narrow vibe. Accordion.
Yeah. I also wanted to just point out, as funny as it was to have all of his family members just rag on him for being annoying, let's be real about it. Ray is not as bad as Gerard. He's nowhere near as irksome as
Maybe
as
it's
Gerard
just
is.
because we're used to him, Mike.
I can't believe that. I think that if any human being were to tune into this episode, they'd be like, oh, Gerard sucks. Ray isn't that bad.
They are so mean to Gerard after he leaves the
they're
room to
cruel.
deal with his incontinence. They are horrible
Yeah,
to
who
him.
could just be that
And-
mean to someone who's just that pathetic?
Who could just make fun of somebody week after week who's just doing their best and really is a valuable member of the team? I mean, family. Podcast. I mean, family. But yeah, they're really tearing into him, and then I don't think they give Ray as hard a time as they do Gerard. It seems like the main difference between Ray and Gerard is Gerard has actual medical problems, or he's a hypochondriac, and Ray is just a complainer.
Yeah, I agree. Alex, did you have something? I'm sorry, I felt like I cut you off at one point.
No, I mean, you probably did. There was not too much else I wanted to cover. I love the scene where like Robert, Frank, and Marie kind of come to the realization that Ray is a lot like Gerard. Not because like they connect the dots, but because Ray connects it for them. And it kind of like they kind of call out the thing that Ray does that fuels the conflict in every other Everybody Loves Raymond episode, where everything would be fine if Ray just didn't go to his parents' house and ask them something that Deborah told him like the night before.
Yeah. Robert says he has to poll the world, even though Deborah already literally told him.
That was a great way of saying that.
He says, we were just having a conversation when Gerard comes in and like derails it. We were just having a conversation about something else, but sure, we can stop and address your concerns. Gerard.
He looks to Ray.
At Ray. That is, in a nutshell, the entire dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I also wanted to...
That was a great scene for Robert, too.
Oh, it was all around great. I loved the pause immediately, like, when Ray's like,
the synchronized pause.
Everybody just dead stops at such a great moment. But yeah.
Yeah, that made me laugh.
The back on the hooks line also gets me every time I watch this episode. That's another really fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Back on the hooks.
Yep. All right, everybody, back on the hooks. The other moment that I really quite enjoyed is the hot clothes. I know I'm bouncing all around, I'm sorry, but to call out the hot clothes for a second.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where Ray comes back with notes for everybody, like a fucking psychopath, by the way. Like, what the hell are you doing? But he has the notes and all that. He goes to Robert and just starts rattling off all the things that are weird. Robert, the king of self-confidence, just being like, what do you call it when you tap the food to your chin? And he's just like, quirky. Great. I'm like, just amazing.
If I was famous, everyone would be doing it. Yeah, he has rebuttals for everything. Being over at Marie and Frank's all the time. Being a devoted son, touching his chin, quirky, his feet smell, laughs at Ray, you're grasping. And then
then he stands up to defend his wife or his girlfriend.
Yeah. Ray says his laugh is annoying. Robert says Amy thinks it's cute. Ray says she's annoying too, and Robert immediately jumps up ready to beat the shit out of him. Ray scampers away. That made me laugh. That was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
So we think that if Ray stays, Robert knocks his teeth out, right? Like we're all in agreement. Like that would genuinely come to blows. Okay, good.
At the very least, he gives him a shove.
He yells at him at least, but yeah, it could easily get physical. Right, but yeah, it is insane that Ray goes home, simmers about them agreeing with him that he is annoying, and then makes a list of the ways that each of them are annoying.
And then annoys them with it.
Crazy, yeah. In the scene with Gerard, where Ray is trying to work on him. I thought this was a good Deborah episode as well. Like Deborah's portrayal in this was very positive. She was very positive. She was teasing Ray about his similarities to Gerard in sort of a very playful way and not like a mean way at all. So, back off Deborah haters. And when Ray comes over after confronting his family, Deborah just calmly suggests that he work on himself, which Ray then turns around and uses it to try to make Gerard less annoying, tries to force him to make eye contact, to smile, to stand up straight, and to change his pronunciation. And we get that exchange where they're arguing over how to pronounce now or meow. And the Alex and I were both watching with subtitles on.
And it really helped.
They did their job. You got NOW for what Ray was demonstrating and NEOW for what Gerard is saying. So they were really on the ball this time, the subtitles team.
Good job.
Excellent work. But the cap on that scene of Gerard telling Ray to knock it off, you're really annoying.
And like the look on Ray's face.
Yeah.
Probably one of the funniest things I've seen all season.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And for how long it went on too, hilarious.
This is such a self-fulfilling prophecy thing that just like it's so good.
I also did love that back and forth where Ray's trying to fix Gerard is also just so brilliant. Just like hey, do you notice how like that sound can be annoying? Yeah, I guess. What's your point? And
Yeah.
and also the make eye contact, and then he grabs the shin. And it's like, you said I wouldn't have to do anything weird. Just such a
Big
I don't
weird.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
That got
that's
me.
what they had to do when they were 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they looked each other in the eye and didn't like it.
And Gerard's just been avoiding eye contact
Ever
with
since.
everyone ever since. Yeah, no, just a really great episode overall. There's one more thing that made me laugh way back in the first Gerard scene, where Gerard leaves after I can't remember how Ray got rid of him, but Gerard leaves, Ray's frustrated, and he grabs the highlighter, pops the cap off, and takes a whiff of it. Just out of complete frustration. That also made me
That is
laugh.
a great little joke. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, let's turn our attention to the classic barometer. That is our rating scale on which we rate Ray's performance as husband, brother, son, father, cousin, author. With 10 being the great dads of sitcom history, Danny Tanner, Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow, and 1 being the bad men of television, Don Draper, Walter White, men who actively harm their families. Alex, where is Ray coming in for you today?
Oh my God, Ray! This is like I feel like this is the most classic Ray I've ever seen. Like if anyone ever came to me and asked me describe Ray Barone to me in one episode, I would show them this episode. Like he's got like the huge insecurities. I of course I don't think Ray is as annoying as Gerard. I don't think he's as needy as Gerard. He might be if he didn't have Deborah and the kids. We don't know what he was like before then, really. We haven't seen too much of that. But just like his absolute inability to let this go, just like a passing comment made by his wife, led to his own downfall. In all honesty, he didn't really end up hurting anyone except himself. But my God, what a blow he gave himself. I guess he kind of annoyed cousin Gerard, but I mean, there was only one, like there weren't many ways that was going to end well. So like as a, father, husband, like all that stuff, like he's fine, but just as a human being who should take care of themselves, like I got to give him like a 3.5.
Oof. All right, Mike?
Yeah, he's also getting low for me. I agree with Alex in basically all of that. This is entirely self-caused, entirely self-sabotage. His reaction is very immature, all that stuff. I also actually don't know if I agree that the only person he hurt was himself. I think he also burned a bridge between Marie and her sister. Have we seen the sister before?
We saw, I don't know what her relation to Aunt Alda was, and I wish I was Gus. She was feuding with some relation in that. I don't know if it was her sister or not. I'd have to look back and find that out. But I don't think so. I don't think we know Gerard's mom specifically.
Gotcha. Well, I think that he also... So, yeah, he hurt people. He hurt himself more than anyone else, but still, he was annoying. He was insecure, blah, 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 all that. I'm going to give him 3.1. 3.1. I'm going to give him 3.1.
3.1.
Wow. Specific.
Yeah. Got to get away from the 5s.
Yeah.
Make some other numbers happen here. How about you, Adam? What you thought?
Well, Aunt Alda, just to clear this up, Aunt Alda is Marie's sister. However, she does not, according to the Everybody Loves Raymond wiki, does not appear to be Gerard's mother. So Marie must have multiple sisters.
Gotcha.
Is the only conclusion we can draw. Okay. You said 3.1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sort of in the same ballpark as you guys, Ray Barone's ballpark, which would be a good name for his book. I think he was, yes, very cruel to himself by letting himself get all hung up on this really minor thing. Very mean to Gerard for, really just being himself. He's not doing that much to Ray that is worth this treatment or worth just this complete, like, disgust that the family throws at him. Yes, he's clearly annoying, but shouldn't you know how to, interact with him by now? You're almost 40 years old at this point, or you are 40 years old. So he's just a real asshole and trying to change Gerard, injuring him and his sciatica is... I really want to dock him for all of that. I don't think he hurt anyone else, really, except for at the very end with the rest of the family by coming up with a list of things to criticize them about. So I'll dock him a little bit for that. I'm actually going to go 2.7 for Ray today.
Well, that locks us in.
Got a lot of odd numbers.
Yeah. Locks us in for this week at a 3.1.
All right. That sounds right to me, I think.
I agree.
3.1. Okay. On that note, then, I guess there's not much else to do, right, fellas? It looks like some storm clouds are gathering above us, and we should probably get the equipment inside.
Yeah, let's get going.
Because it's only... I think it's rated to be submerged up to 6 inches.
Yeah.
So, with climate change, this is going to get a lot more rainfall than that. You know what I'm saying? So, anything you want to mention or plug before we hop off the podcast and continue our studies?
I guess just the Baronosaurus. If you want to keep listening to your boys one extra time a month, hit up our website, postfund.org, and give us some money. It's just a one-time payment, whatever you want. Could be $1, could be $1,000, could be $10 million. Help us retire early.
Wow, that would be awesome. If you really like this show and want us to, or if you really hate this show and want us to stop doing
you donate $1 million,
give us $10 million.
we will get these 9 seasons done in like a year.
If you give us $10
yeah,
million,
if you want us to, tell us what you want to do, because
You're
the
the new
incentive
boss.
is there both ways.
Wait, hold on. I got it. I got the greatest incentive. If you pay us $10 million, we'll say your name at the end of this podcast.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's actually so postfund.org/donate. Pay what you want, and I think you'll want to pay quite a bit, folks. And you can find all of our social links as well at postfund.org/Raymond. That's where all of those are. Okay, well, from all of us here at the Barone Zone, I guess there's only one last thing to say, right, fellas?
Absolutely.
Everybody
loves
Raymond,
and we love you. Okay, head right on in, sister. Thank you so much for your service, by the way. Big guy, huge fan of your work. Thank you so much. Okay. Amen.
Hello. It's good to see you. I'm finally here. I'm President Jimmy Carter.
Just hold on, sir. Last name? You said Carter? Is that with a C or a K?
President. That's with a C. And I got the
okay,
word that I'm going to heaven. It's part of the presidential deal.
So you've got an asterisk next to your name here. Let me just call up.
What? I didn't do it
yeah,
wrong.
Carter. It's Carter. Okay. Yeah. So it sounds like.
Is it about Iran?
No, that's been cleaned up. That's been cleared up. You're fine. Everyone knows it wasn't your fault. We all know. Nobody blames you. No, it's all on the Ayatollah, and believe me, he is not here. That would be crazy.
Good. I don't like that guy.
No, I know. And the big man does not hold it against you. The thing is, if you want to come into heaven, Jimmy, you got to give up that peanut farm.
Again? What's the problem with the damn peanut farm? I didn't do nothing to you people. I like
it's a conflict of interest, Jimmy.
No, it's not.
It's a conflict of interest. It's a conflict of interest.
There better be peanuts in heaven. I swear you gotta supply them sometime.